This is Curtis at thedigitalphotocoach.com. I'm going to show you how to protect your original files by always editing a copy. When we need an edited version of an image file, it's very important that we do not edit the original, because that will change it, and there's a good chance we would never be able to get back to having all the information that the camera gave us at the moment the picture was taken. So I have this file here. I need an edited version, and I'm going to protect it by only editing a copy. I happen to be using Adobe Photoshop CS5, but what I'm going to show you could be done with any of the Adobe Photoshop products, or it could be done with editing software from other companies too. In Adobe, we make a copy by saying Image and Duplicate, and we get a dialog. We can give it a different name if we want to. It always comes up with the original name plus the word copy attached to it, and that's okay for me, so I'll just say yes, okay. And now if I go up and show you on the menu bar, I have the copy version that you're looking at, and I have the original version, and now you're looking at it, and they don't look any different. Maybe if I make this one look a little smaller, you'll be able to see that I actually am making a switch. So that's the copy, and this is the original, and I want to make sure I don't hurt it, so I'm going to close it. And now it is out of the editor, and there's no way that we can hurt it inside the editor. And we'll do our work with copy. And I think I just want to do a simple crop on this one, so I'm going to do use the crop tool. I'll click that to activate it, and I'll go up to the menu here. This is called the context sensitive menu, and the contents on this bar change depending on what tool you're using. And since I have the crop tool, it's the crop context menu that shows up. And this is set for a 6" by 6" square format. I think I like the square. I'm going to do an 8 by 8" and only 240 pixels per inch. Made a typo here. 240. There we go. Pixels per inch. Now I can use the crop tool. I can start somewhere in the image and see what a crop might look like, or I can, if I don't like it, I can hit the escape key and start someplace else. And I can move this around too. I can look at different things I might want to do with this picture. I think with this one, what I'm going to do is this, because it puts the people, which are the most important part of the picture, right on one of the hot spots in the rule of thirds concept. And so it gives a nice strong composition, and they're looking forward along this diagonal line at the bright water, so it makes it a strong image. So I'm happy with that. I will simply press the Enter key, and that will make the crop. Now before I've saved the JPEG I'm going to send to a customer, I'm going to save this, and I'll go to File, and not to save, but to save as, which allows me to change things. And what I'm going to change is to not save it as a JPEG, but to save it as a Photoshop file, a PSD extension. And the reason I'm doing that is it's a non-destructive format. And so when I save this, all of the information that is in this image that you see on the screen is recorded with no distortion and no changes. So I can come back to this a year, 2 years later and find it in its original unchanged conditions from the moment we saved it, and I don't have to worry about having lost something along the way in JPEG compression. But as I said, my customer needs a JPEG, and I also happen to know that they want to have this on their page in the lower right corner. So I think if I just make a simple change here, I'm going to choose Image Rotation and then flip the canvas horizontally. I've got an image now that would really look good in the lower right hand corner of the page, because the people are looking up and into the page, and it directs the reader's eye into the center of the page for the text. They happen to want a JPEG, so I am going to say this as a JPEG. I will say File, again, Save As, not Save, so that I don't save it this time as a PSD, but as a JPEG, which is fine. It's going to be compressed some. We're going to get the dialog, and it's going to be compressed some, but it's going to be certainly usable for them at this compression. 2.3 megabytes in this image. If we were to compress it more by moving this slider, we would get a smaller file, but the image quality would not be nearly as good. And this is for an ad, so people need good quality, and we're going to leave the quality here at the maximum value. I say OK, and in a matter of a second the job is done, and I'm going to close this file now and open the mini bridge and show you that we have all three of them now. The one we started with, the copy that we made after the crop, and the flipped version that we saved as a JPEG. Thank you for watching. You will find more photo know-how at thedigitalphotocoach.com, where there are new articles almost every day.